Good evening, guys. How are you doing today? I hope you all are having a wonderful day wherever you are in the world. We're going to do a soft, slow, calm message today. I was getting a pretty strong message last night, but it's so much to talk about, and I just feel like I don't have the air capacity. Okay, real quick. Now, of course, there could be just like a huge sweep of something going on where everybody's struggling with the breathing again, struggling with the lungs again. It could be due to sinuses or allergies like mine, or it could be something else going on and everybody's getting it. Or what's weird is when I said air quality, I actually saw the plane was the first thing I saw. I saw something about oxygen masks in a plane and air quality, but also I saw Quality Inn. I saw hotels. I saw a specific hotel, Quality Inn, and something about the air quality there. Also cleaning your filters, remembering to clean your filters of anything that you use, whether it's what you use tea for, clean your machine that you use tea or coffee for, clean the filter, clean your air filter in your home, in your office, clean the filter. Or something to do with clean a filter of something you ingest, clean it. It's bad for the air quality in your lungs. I'm also seeing something about quality control. This was definitely not the way I saw this message going today, anything about air quality or control. Let's look up quality control. Quality control is a process by which entities review quality of all factors involved in production. Maybe it's a job title someone has here. I'm picking up on quality control. All right, so we're getting air quality, breathing, clean the filters, clean things to make the air, like open the windows, fumigate. I feel like air quality is very specific. It's almost kind of hard to breathe. I don't know why, but I'm getting also a different message about there are options. So I don't know how those two tie together. Let's put the air quality to the side for just a minute. I feel like we may be circling around. Sometimes we tend to do that. Maybe we don't get it right away, maybe we get it later, maybe it was just very specific and we need to move on. I don't want to stay on this too long because I will sit here and beat a dead horse. Someone could possibly be confronting some sort of truth here. Maybe you watching or someone connected to your energy. There are options, there are choices. The only thing that has kept someone from thinking that there weren't or wasn't any options or choices, that there was very limited availability, or there was very limited options for someone here. Someone's going to realize that it's not true. There's actually several options, and I think it's going to be making someone kind of like, it could be overwhelming at first because it was unexpected. It was something an individual didn't expect. Like they definitely didn't expect this. Someone's realizing, okay, there's a lot of things we can do. I think that is somebody buying a home here, or is somebody planning something, whether this is a trip, an event, some sort of party, or moving. Like, how are we going to adjust these living situations? There's or it could be like a whole lot in one little space. Like maybe someone here is like, man, I wish I had more room to expand and have things where I want them, and have my own craft room or my own studio or my man cave. Like, I don't know. I'm getting that for some. I don't know. Or maybe someone's considering moving. I feel like someone could be sitting down. I even see weddings though. Weddings are parties or gatherings of some type where there's friends or family, or it's there's a community vibe to it. I'm seeing like some crazy stuff. I'm seeing something about like Alien versus Predator, and I don't mean in the world, but I'm getting a sense of like this animal, right? There's this either winged or legged creature. It's just in a vision I'm having. I think it's a message we're gonna get. And this individual has, it's almost like an alien, but it's not. I'm talking about an actual, like, this is a human, right? Or us in human bodies having a human experience. We're talking about humans here. Let's just say it like that to make it easier to understand. But I'm getting this animalistic vibe. Like this person takes on this characteristic. This could be you, and I don't mean it in a negative way. What I mean by it is the vibe here in my vision is this is an individual who continually surprises people with what what comes out, or they surprise people by what it's like they have all these different arms, like an octopus or like a spider, you know, or like a creature, or they have all these different they have like an arsenal of tools in which, you know, what is that spider? I'm pretty sure it's a tarantula, and that it will throw hairs off of its back. That's kind of what I'm seeing, but in a person. Like, this is a person that has a lot of weapons up their sleeve, and I don't mean actual weapons. This is, I mean, I hope I'm not picking up on that. Like someone who would have like a vest or a jacket on, and they're all, I don't know. I don't know. It's more of a figurative thing. It's kind of like in a vision, Spirit's given it to me that way. And this person surprises people, always surprises people by what arm comes out next, or it's like they can completely regenerate themselves. It's like they're unbreakable. You could be unbreakable, and by that I mean you just don't stop moving. You don't stop moving, you don't stop going, you just constantly regenerate yourself no matter what. It's like being stepped on, and you grow back to life like a cat with 9 lives. We got that not long ago. But it's not like a cat. This is different. It's almost that you've done it so much at this point, or whoever I'm picking up on has regenerated themselves so much at this point. It's like unbelievable. It's a little bit striking, alluring, dangerous, scary, intimidating, interesting, unique, captivating. You know what I mean? Because it's something that isn't easily understood. Maybe you are not someone who is easily understood, because where someone may think they have you this way, you morph this way. You're like a shapeshifter, but we're all shapeshifters. I don't know anything that's much more shapeshifty than spirits resting in a body that we're going to leave. That's pretty shapeshifty. So really, we're all shapeshifters in a way, depending on perspective. Hell, the air quality could just be that you take somebody's breath away. I mean, I know that sounds kind of cliche, but it doesn't really matter. We're just getting a message here. This could honestly be like, okay, I'm hearing a song by Jeremiah. Maybe Jeremiah is somebody's name, or Jeremy. Oh, it's not Jeremiah, it's Jay Holiday. How did I not remember that? But Jeremiah could be somebody's name. Jay Holiday. Or Holly. Or Day is specific here. Day could be a last name. J could also be an initial for someone, but I'm getting Jeremiah strongly. Anything with J, or it could even be a specific holiday. Maybe someone's birthday coming up. Could be, what's the next holiday? We could have a Libra here. Scorpio, Libra. But anyway, it's by Jay Holiday. It's called Suffocate. Oh my God. I told you it would circle around. Spirit is so funny. I said I can't breathe. Now it's clearing out, like I can breathe better right now. But that's so crazy. Wow, guys. Okay. So somebody feels like you take their breath away, or they take your breath away. You could be taking each other's breath away. There's a lot of ways you could be taking someone's breath away if their mouths or your mouths are occupied. But I don't think these are people. This is more in the, this is not in the physical. I feel like it's coming together in the physical, but it's not in the physical yet. And I say that because I get a thing about someone has options here. And why would you be making choices and options unless, you know what I mean? I feel like something's being planned. Something's being planned. Anyway, let's go back to the song Suffocate by Jay Holiday. Can't wait till I can breathe. So the song says, oh, I dropped my top. Funny. I see you. I see what you did there. Suffocate lyrics by Jay Holiday. Now, even though I try to play it off, I'm thinking about you all day long, and I can't wait for you to come through. I'm gonna paraphrase some of this. From your lips and back up to your eyes, my hands on your hips when we grind, I'm fantasizing about what I'm gonna do to you. Okay, so if it's not someone's actually planning anything, I think there are plans. And here's the plans. The plans could be simply like, once I get in front of you, or once we're in touch with each other in some way, we're going to be touching each other, or someone's literally fantasizing or could be dreaming about someone, or they go to sleep thinking about somebody and then they have a dream about them that's really intense, and they wake up like, it was so real, or I'm out of breath. Or it's like someone could just be driving and they're just imagining them doing something with someone. It doesn't have to be intimate, but I feel like it could be. Or maybe they've imagined a lot of different things, like going grocery shopping together, or holding each other, the first time you make eye contact if you haven't already, or the next time you do, the kiss, how someone's gonna make a move. I think someone's fantasizing about how they're gonna make a move, maybe an actual move. Maybe they're willing to make a move for somebody, but they're gonna make a move. Someone's planning a move. Let's go ahead and finish this song. Got me fiending for her love, can't lie. You should see how she's got me spending all this time with her. And that doesn't mean that these are two people who are actually spending their time together right now. I don't believe that it is. It doesn't feel like that. It feels like this is what's going to happen. There's like a build-up. There's maybe in more than one way, but there's a build-up here. Someone's anticipation is building up. Let's write that down. I'm gonna make some more tea in a minute. My throat is like sore. I heard that. Someone's mind went in the gutter. Get your mind out of my gutter. Get your own. This is my gutter. Let's finish the song. Because I can't breathe when you talk to me. I can't breathe when you're touching me. I suffocate when you're away from me. So much love you take from me. I'm going out of my mind. Ooh. Oh, it just gets deeper. I'm not going to read this whole song. This is pretty. Just look it up. Suffocate by Jay Holiday. It's an older song. So that could be the whole air quality. That could be definitely why. Or there will be a sense of not being able to catch one's breath here in the near future. Maybe perhaps it's because the two of you are intertwined or something like that. There is something coming together. It's such a weird vibe though, because the energy is really calm today for me, and I kept it that way on purpose, and I said I wanted to keep it that way on purpose. So it's weird that we have this intense energy here, but then we have this air quality, air control, can't breathe, suffocate energy, isn't it? It's a little odd. It doesn't match. Someone's anticipation and their fiending for another doesn't match their actions right now. And that's why there's planning. But for some, maybe it's just been an internal planning, like they have never truly intended to execute. Again, that word that followed me from yesterday, I heard the word execution yesterday. Somebody's like, they never really have intended, for some of them, whoever this is, maybe you, someone has not intended to execute their fantasies. And they just think about it. Maybe perhaps this will change. For others, yes, they definitely plan on executing their fantasies. They plan on making their fantasy a reality. Or their fantasy is already a reality and they're going to get it. They're going after it. They're going to claim it, take it, have it, keep it, I'm getting something about Venice or Vince. Could be like Vince Gill or Vince Vaughn. Vince Vaughn. Isn't Vince Vaughn in a movie called The Breakup? That was a long time ago when I lived in California. I think that movie came out. Hold on, let's see. Vince Vaughn. How did I know that? Gary Grabowski. Jennifer, Brooke, Myers could be someone's name. Those are just the main ones that popped up. But yes, Vince Vaughn. Something to do with Vince though, or Venice Beach, California, Vince, Venezuela. Or something to do with Vincent, or vending. Vin is important here. V-I-N starts something off. It's important. V-I-N also could be like a VIN number to a vehicle. Maybe someone's rental. They're getting a rental or an Airbnb, or they're getting a car. Let's see, VIN number. Someone could be getting a car here or a rental in the near future to travel. There's something specific about VIN. Let's just Google VIN and see what pulls up. Shit. It's like prominent, standing out to me. Now I know we've bounced around. Just to recap a little bit here, we've got the air quality. We've gotten someone who has a choice to make or some sort of options, like they have options. And there's also this fantasy aspect here. This is something that I don't feel is in the 3D right now. I feel that it's a plan. It's a plan of action someone has, or that, some don't have a plan. They just kind of dream it up in their mind. But I don't think this is someone who, oh wow. If this is someone who's been fantasizing about another, but they were like, no, for whatever reason, I'm not going to take action. Either they couldn't, or that's their excuse, because they didn't think that they really had options because they've been brainwashed by society or their family or religion or a partner. Whoever this is someone who, for some, they've been just sitting back fantasizing, and the more they're fantasizing or even masturbating to someone or whatever, it's like a spell. Even if they don't realize it's a spell, what they're doing is manifesting someone. They're manifesting it into reality. So even if someone's like, no, I'm not planning on taking any steps or any action, this is why this person's they're driving themselves crazy. They're like, no, I'm not going to do this. Why I can't stop thinking about them? It's like, because you don't stop thinking about them. If you don't want to think about them, stop thinking about them. Clearly you don't want to stop thinking about them. This is someone who could be like trying really hard to stay focused and on what they need to focus on, but they're often daydreaming about someone else. But the longer this happens, they're like, it's hard. Quite literally, it's hard. And a person's like, I'm also hearing something about like a scholar here. Someone's like a scholar, and you know why I say that? Because it's sloppy, but I like to write in cursive. I prefer writing in cursive, and I just always have, and it's crazy to me that the majority of society does not write in cursive. It's just very interesting, or know really even how to. It's so interesting to me because it's one of my favorite ways. It almost feels like second nature. I prefer it over, any other way of writing. I prefer cursive. And I was getting that randomly. I'm like, why am I honing in on that? I'm getting someone here is like, could be really into English, or they're really into communicating that way. Like they could be good with words or English or something. I don't know. I mean, that's not my forte either. I wish it was. But I kind of just do whatever, But I love cursive writing, and I feel like someone could be really into that. I'm getting like a scholar though, like someone who really is smart, intelligent, could read a lot of books, could be a professor, or they can know how to profess their love. Don't mean they do, but they could. This is someone who could if they wanted to. And the reason I say this, because a lot of these people I'm picking up on are you, somebody here, or someone towards you. Someone's not doing it, but others of them are planning on making a move. They're more so fantasizing about it now. The fantasy is got someone hooked. I hope this isn't a situation, because sometimes you'll get people like that who they prefer to fantasize because in their mind they're like, once you get it, you lose all the interest in it. This could be an individual who's forbidden, or maybe you're forbidden, or they are forbidden. They are forbidden. Someone here is forbidden. They're like the forbidden fruit. It's like, I can't have that one, but I'm going to daydream about that one, and I'm going to pretend I am devouring that one, and that I'm living this life with that one. I'm going to imagine that, what if this person was my spouse? Or what if what would it look like? Would we go do these things? They could picture themselves on trips with this person, or laying in bed with them, cooking together, rolling up together in the blanket. I mean, I don't know. This is someone who's, they're very creative in their imagine. And they can't talk. They're speechless. They're like, wow. Their imagination is amazing. They're super creative. And so perhaps they're like, well, I don't, a lot of times when you make something come into reality, it just causes a whole lot more. And then there's no guarantees. What if I do all this and then you don't even want me? It's like, I'm just going to fantasize about it. But they're hurting themselves, and it's causing someone to have breathing issues. Now, we could have someone who fell in love with somebody who's taken. If someone's taken, meaning they're off the market. This is an individual who could feel like they can't breathe because their truth is that they're in love with someone. Maybe they've told them, but maybe they haven't, out of respect for who they're with. Or maybe they did tell them and say, I'm in love with you and I need to go away from you because it's not right. I can't do it. I have to stay away from you even though I know I'm in love with you, but goodbye. And this could be really hard for someone. It could be like, you know, that's just for some. But it could be where there hasn't been anything spoken, and you know, maybe they're a person who someone could be in a connection or taken, or it's forbidden in some way, whatever, and everybody's following the rules. And so someone could be like, well, I love you, it's hard to breathe, I'm just gonna fantasize about it. But I more so get there's someone who is fantasizing about the other person right back. I think it's mutual. I really do. It seems like here it's easier for someone to play it small or not play it at all. Or if they do come in, I think this is an individual who's, if they've got a plan, if they do, they're planning to play it kind of small, play it kind of, you know, simple, because they're gauging how another person is going to respond to them or react. Like, they don't want to be humiliated. I don't think this is someone who's going to come in guns blazing, even though that's what they want. For others, they will not make an attempt at all. They would just sit back and fantasize about it, because the fantasy to them is better than the reality, because in their mind, they're already being pessimistic and they already believe that it will not prove to be something worth doing. So they're just going to fantasize about it. That's just the sad truth, guys. Some people are like that. They go their whole life that way. And that is more so of living like a self-lie. This is when people will do certain things and they kind of have a double life. But for the most part, I'm not picking up on that, and I don't want to pick up on that. I want to pick on people who can live in their truth, and I do feel that someone will live in their truth, and they will make some sort of advancement, but it's going to be small, but enough that someone could be like, are they making a move on me? Is this person making a move on me? Like, maybe they look at somebody for an extended period of time, or they look at them a certain way, or maybe they touch them a little too long when they shake hands, or maybe they write them something or say something that would suggest, you know, feelings. There's something like that. It's going to be a small gesture or a small little thing. It could even be big enough that it's like, I'm going to do something really sweet for you, but there is meaning behind it. But someone is so scared to just, I mean, they're trapped in fear. Someone's terrified of the unknown, really, is what it is. Someone's just scared of the unknown, or they're scared of what they assume. Or maybe they're scared of change because they know if they did this and it ended up being, hey, they feel the same for you too. Or, you know, let's not put pressure on anything. They feel the same about you too. But that doesn't mean, you know, let's go blowing everything up around us. You know, we don't have to do anything with it. But yeah, the feelings are mutual. Like, someone's afraid to find out that the feelings are not mutual, or maybe they're afraid to find out the feelings are mutual and then they can't do anything about it because they won't, not because they don't have options, but because they're too scared in some way, or it would cause a lot of change and they don't want that. They will find a lot of reasons why. Excuses, you could call them. Yeah, so that's what I'm getting for today. I'm sweating really bad. It's like randomly I started sweating, so I don't know what's going on with that. Maybe it's just this sinus thing still trying to move through me. Thank you guys for being here, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.